Welcome, I'm happy you're here. This is an original horror story written by me called Why Can't I See My Reflection? If you enjoy it, please click the like button and subscribe so I can write more scary stories for you. Let's get into it. Sunlight filtered in through the dark wooden panels in my room. Roused from a dream, I stretch my arms above my head and turn over to snuggle my pillow. A headache pounds in my brain and I'm thirsty. I had a date last night and we drank, but this hangover feels excessive. The film of sleep threatens to pull me back, but I need water. I push myself up into a sitting position, rub the sleep out of one eye, and place my feet on the cold carpet as nausea makes my lips feel numb. I hustle towards the bathroom, past the mirror, drop to my knees in front of the toilet, and throw up. When the heaving ends, I flush, wait, and flush again. Then I sit on the toilet. My morning brain is still trying to figure things out, but it occurred to me that something wasn't right when I passed the mirror. I finish using the toilet and go wash my hands, staring down at my palms and letting the water go from warm to hot while enjoying the smell of my minty hand soap. I splash some water in my mouth and swish. Finish rinsing my hands, spit out the water, then fill a glass and drink it down. Wiping my mouth with the back of my arm, I glance up into the mirror. I start and giggle as I reach towards a towel to dry my hands. I don't see my reflection in the mirror. As I remove the water droplets from each finger, I move around, up and down, side to side in front of the mirror, trying to see my face in different areas of it, but it's not just my face that isn't reflecting. It's my whole body, including my clothes. My bathroom mirror doubles as a medicine cabinet, so I open it and shut it, somehow thinking in my early morning brain that this would reset the mirror and it would work again. It didn't work. I still don't have a reflection. I chuckle again. This is so weird. I wonder if anyone else's mirror has ever stopped working. I shake my head, still grinning, and leave the bathroom. I pull out my phone and launch the selfie camera, holding the phone up so I can see my face. There's nothing there. There's the wall behind me, the edge of the door, and open air. I adjust the camera, ensuring there was no way it could miss me, but no part of my body is showing in the camera. Did I eat something that interferes with mirrors or a camera's ability to pick up my image, I wonder? I sigh and open Google. I search, why wouldn't I have a reflection in the mirror? I scroll to the People Also Ask section and read. One of them answers a technical question about how mirrors work, but that's not my concern, so I zoom past. Another one says that my sense of self might be in jeopardy, that something big has happened and I don't know how to adjust. I laugh and place a hand on my forehead. I've heard of psychological issues manifesting as something physical, but this seems like a bit much. As I read on, people explain technical ways to reduce a reflective surface's ability to work. If this is a joke, and someone has coated my bathroom mirror in some substance and messed with my phone, they couldn't have done it to every reflective surface in my house. I raced up the stairs to my grandmother's old makeup box. I haven't told anyone about this box, and you need a key to open it. I don't think anyone would take a joke so far as to mess with my heirlooms. Once in the spare room, I dig through where I keep the key and with shaking hands open the makeup box. Frantically, I hold it up to my face, but there's no reflection. Only now do I start breathing quickly, sweat from my armpits dampen my shirt. I gently set the box down and turn back to Google. I keep scrolling. Towards the bottom of page 1, I see a post that makes me bark with laughter. Evidently, mirrors reflect souls, not physical bodies, which I guess answers the question of whether dogs have souls, since they can clearly see themselves in mirrors. Does that mean my toothbrush has a soul too, since it shows up in the mirror? I have to force my brain to stop distracting myself with jokes and to focus on the issue at hand. I think I just can't handle this absurd situation. Regardless of whether mirrors reflect souls or not, I don't see my reflection anymore, and that's a problem. Am I a vampire? I think back to this morning when the sunlight came in through my windows, and I don't remember it burning me. I rushed to the kitchen and opened the cupboard that contains the garlic. Vampires can't have garlic, right? I reach forward to grab it, but hesitate. Then I smile. Oh my God, don't be silly. You're not a vampire. I grab the garlic and bring it to my face. I don't burst into flame or whatever would happen if a vampire touched garlic. I take out my phone again, quickly check if I can see myself in the camera, but nothing. Then I dial the number of the guy I had a date with last night. I don't think it's going to work out with him, but maybe he can tell me what's going on. I press my phone to my ear and listen to it ring as I make coffee. My headache now only a dull throb that I'm hoping caffeine will knock out. At last the guy picks up. Hey, Sharon, he says. Hey, Jeremy. I'm calling because I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm wondering if you can tell me more about what happened last night. I have a huge headache and you can't see your reflection in the mirror, right? I drop the coffee pot. It shatters, and I jump away from the shards. I back up against the counter, barely breathing, as I press the phone to my ear. What did you say? I ask, my voice trembling. Listen, Sharon, I am so sorry. I sold your soul to the devil last night. I gave you a roofie and made you sign the contract. The devil doesn't exactly have a moral compass, so he was willing to make the deal even though you were clearly out of it. I know how you're feeling. No, you don't, I yell. I was cheated by the devil too. I sold my soul a few years ago, but screwed up the deal. I forgot to ask for my good fortune to last a lifetime, and after just 7 months, I was back on the street. I was up to my ears in debt. I was lucky to find some drugs and meet you. Meet me, I say on the edge of tears. Listen, it's not all bad. I have more money than I know what to do with. You're not going to have a bad life. I will buy you anything you need. Hey, if you want to know exactly what you're in for after you die, your contract is on the nightstand next to your bed. I suggest you read it. I giggle, and it escalates into a guffaw. I put the phone down and bend over, barely able to breathe. I'm laughing so hard. I drop to my knees and accidentally cut myself on the shards from the broken coffee pot, but I don't really feel it. I push myself to my feet, glass lodging into my hands. Bleeding, I run up the stairs to my room, and sure enough, a foot-high stack of brown, wrinkly pages lay on my side table. I pick them up and go through the leaves one by one, my laughing subsiding. I brush away some of the tears that had leaked out while I laughed and realized that now I was crying. I couldn't read the contract. It was a blur. I set the stack of pages down and returned to the bathroom so I could rinse my cuts and get out any glass fragments. I have to make sure I live as long as possible now, because I'm going to hell when I die. And since I am damned anyway, I might as well kill Jeremy. Well, I hope you liked it. If you did, Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.